Alright, what's up, what's up, what's up? Let me check my volume. Alright, volume looks decent. Why is my shit redlining like that? Alright, we good. Alright. Deep blog today, very deep. The Matrix. Why do you motherfuckers think the Matrix is just Hollywood? But nonetheless, it's very real. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a world that's kept hidden from your eyes, even though it's right in front of you, all around you, right? Dig this shit. This is why or how you can know that we actually do live in a matrix, alright? That's what I want you to do. I want you to look at your birth certificate. I want you to look at your driver's license. I want you to look at your ID, your social security card. And I want you to notice all the contract law principles that's on there, because out of all these documents that you look at, they're in all capital letters. Now you say, okay, yeah, they're in all capital letters. What does that mean? What does that mean? Why aren't they just capitalizing the first letter and then the rest of the name is lowercase? You know what I'm saying? See, the reason they can do this right in front of our fucking eyes, snatch control from us, right in our fucking face, is because we don't know shit. You know what I mean? So we got these things right in front of us. Hey, what's up, Guyanese? We got these things right in front of us. And little do motherfuckers know, listen, when you were born, alright? When your mama spit you out her vagina, and the doctor came and did a birth certificate, you was given a number on your birth certificate that registers your motherfucking ass on the stock market, that registers your motherfucking ass in the corporation of the United States of America, which is another corporation. You've been tricked into thinking that that shit is a title to a land. No, it's not. USA is a motherfucking corporation. It's not a government, it's a corporation. It's a corporate entity, and so are you. That's why your name is in all capital letters, because you was born into motherfucking servitude. You know what I mean? You can actually look on your birth certificate. In the right hand corner, there's a circle with a series of red numbers in it. This is the number that created a trading ledger in your name. Alright? Now, what this does, your trading ledger is always moved around in the world of commerce. Why? Because you are stock. Why? Because you are credit. You became credit when they did away with money. 1933. Your ass became the stock. That's why they started doing the birth certificates. That's why the doctor signed the birth certificate. You know what I mean? That's why there's a stock number on your birth certificate. Alright? Which puts you as a slave to the matrix until you decide to unplug, until you assume no liability for the artificial corporation that they created in all capital letters, which resembles your name. What people have forgot, you really don't have names. A living soul can only have descriptions. Alright? Because a living soul is the same as the next living soul. It's not separate. So you've been tricked into thinking that you are your name when you're not. You know what I'm saying? And just by you, let's just say, don't you know, with driver's license, just by your name being in all capital letters on your driver's license, through contract law, you have gave the state jurisdiction over you, your corporate entity, and then the body that's associated with the artificial corporate entity, and that's you. You know what I'm saying? But you're not the corporate entity, though. That's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying? And most motherfuckers been tricked into thinking that they are that name that's on their birth certificate. That's just contract law. You're being tricked. And motherfuckers can come up out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's actually a great thing, because when they took away money, Not took away money as far as like no money in existence. You know what I'm saying? But when gold and silver stopped being the currency, little do you know, the United States of America went bankrupt. You know who the creditor is? You. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't believe this. Hey, do some research, look at your birth certificate, go to the motherfucking stock exchange little thing and find out what your ass worth. You know what I mean? This is not religious fairy tale. This is not shit up for speculation. This is not shit to be debated about. You can actually look this shit up, and there is actual factual information. You know what I'm saying? And there's things that you can do about that too. So I just want to point out uh, the Matrix. The Matrix. Because in this world, everything is ran by the Universal Commercial Code, the law of the waters, and the law of the land. Alright? Now, the UCC, which is the Uniform Commercial Code, I say Universal, Uniform Commercial Code, this governs basically the business transactions of the entire globe. So the UCC is the one law that is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And if you think about it, it's the ultimate law. You know what I mean? And little do people know, you have been contracting yourself every time you write your signature on something. It's a contract. If a judge asks you to stand in court and state your name, that is a contract. As soon as you contract, you give people jurisdiction over your artificial entity. Alright. Bless up, Sticky. Alright, whatever. Bless up. Take that. Think about it though. Just think about it. You really are in the matrix of control. We all are. But there's things that we can do about it, and we can use this to our advantage. Because little do you know that even though you was sold into the stock market, I said stock, that's that country shit coming out. Stock market, you was also given endless credit. You know what I mean? Being that you are the creditor. You know what I mean? You are the currency. You know what I mean? All you have to do is claim it. That's it. What separates the elite from regular motherfuckers? And I'm going to tell you, information. The elite know something that we don't. What the fuck is it? Is it religious stuff? Is it mystery school stuff? Is it metaphysics? Is it the fucking occult, like how everybody try to make it out to be? Yet we get hit with all this shit just to distract us from what's really going on. You know what I mean? The average person, even myself, is ignorant to a lot of laws. You know what I mean? When it comes to law, we are very, very ignorant people. Especially contract law. Commerce. You know what I mean? Like, look at all the bullshit we study. Look at all the real shit they know. Think about it. You know, you got motherfuckers debating over religion. You got motherfuckers debating whether aliens gonna come to this bitch, whether this motherfucker gonna end in 2012. Cause you know, like me, I be caught up in conspiracies and hip hop. But nonetheless, I'm telling you, man, all this shit is to distract your ass from asking real motherfucking questions about real things. You know what it is? The law. Why do you think? Listen, think about it. Masons. We talk about Masons a lot. Alright? Everybody knows that majority of Masons is people you find in the court of fucking law. Alright? Now, what separates these court of law motherfuckers from us? It's because they ass know something about law that we fucking don't. So therefore, they experience a life of privileges because they claim their rights. They exercise their rights and maneuvers, and we don't. Why? Because we ignorant of the shit. You know what I mean? So therefore, you have to ask, what separates the elite from the average layman. And it ain't money. It ain't no motherfucking occult studies. It all boils down to they know some shit about law that your ass don't. So therefore, being that knowledge is power, you know what I mean? They put themselves in a powerful position. You know? What does a layman do? But remain ignorant of the law. You know what I mean? It's like this, the laws govern land. You know what I mean? And it's also governing human lives. Out of anything that should be studied, it should be law first. You know what I mean? Before you even dive off into religion, you need to see how this system works. What regulations are we governed by? You know what I mean? But a lot of us don't know shit like that. You know what I mean? Just don't know. And then they play the word games with the Latin language just to make the shit a little bit more complicated, you know what I mean? But they use that as a trick into deceiving a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because the average person is not reading a dictionary neither. So they can play with little words. It could be something like at. You know what I mean? But the way they use at and their in-depth knowledge of vocabulary and definitions, you take it for face, value or some shit. But I'm telling you, man, with law, they are using language, you know what I'm saying, to deceive motherfuckers and to create a disinterest in it. You know what I mean? And they make you feel like you learn a whole new language when you're dealing with law. Most motherfuckers don't want to learn anything new to begin with, let alone new words. You know what I mean? Because we've been conditioned to just reject shit like that. We don't want to learn shit. You know what I mean? We just want to get by day to day. But you gotta learn it if you want to be free. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming to a time where foreclosure rates is at an all-time high. We already know this shit. So, dig this. While everybody, you know what I'm saying, might be fighting foreclosures and shit like that, what you don't realize is that the moment you register your home with a title company, you know what I'm saying, you gave them jurisdiction over your home. Now you supposed to be buying your home, that's why you paying these motherfucking notes. But nonetheless, you're not buying it. The notes that you're paying for, you're only gonna be the equitable user of that home. The entity that is registered to is the person that actually owns it. You know what I'm saying? So when the motherfucking money keep loses its value, best believe these motherfuckers is coming after all money and all property that belong to them. How can they take it? They can't take it from you, but they can take what's already theirs. You see what I'm saying? Until a motherfucker wake up to this law shit, you are a slave in the matrix. You know what I mean? And they have jurisdiction over the things that you think is yours, such as your home, such as your car, such as your body. And you don't even know it. You think you're free. Yeah, you can wake up in the morning, do whatever it is that you want to do, this and that. But nonetheless, because you don't own your corporate, you know what I'm saying, artificial entity that's on your birth certificate, this is why the state can say it's illegal for a motherfucker to smoke weed. The only way it's illegal is because you gave them jurisdiction over your body. By law. You contracted and gave them jurisdiction. The moment a motherfucker loses the liability to their corporate artificial entity, those don't apply to you. You put whatever the fuck you want in your body. It's yours. You see what I'm saying? But because of ignorance of law, they can deceive the fuck out of us. And we'll never know. You see what I'm saying? It's scary to even tell y'all this shit. Because the shit that I'm talking about could possibly free you. How would you feel if you can walk into a store And whatever it is that you like, right? Whatever it is that you might like, you can take it to the counter and sign your signature and have whatever it is that you want just by signing your signature. How would you feel? Because little do you know, your signature is worth the money. You know what I mean? Like when a motherfucker write a check, you know what I mean? It's your signature that's worth the money. It's not the check itself. There is no money on the check itself. You know, it has a series of numbers and this and that, and then those numbers are, you know, in some type of electronical database, but there is no money. So the thing that you are giving of value is your signature. You see what I'm saying? And little do people know, you are born with endless credit, but yet you've been tricked into debt. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Matrix do, deceive motherfuckers about who they really are. And being that people don't know who they really are, they real motherfucking rights on this planet, you have been tricked into motherfucking servitude. You've been sold into slavery because your mama, she ain't know no better. You know what I mean? But the moment you got that birth certificate is the moment your ass was a motherfucking stock exchange in the corporation of United States of America. You know what I mean? And if people remain ignorant of the law, we'll never be free. Ever. You know what I'm saying? It's a trick of theirs to trick you into thinking that you are your name that's on a birth certificate. Let me tell you again, living souls do not have names. Living souls can only have descriptions. You know what I'm saying? Names belong to corporations. This is law. This is not just mumble jumble bullshit. This is motherfucking contract law. You know what I'm saying? The name that's on your driver's license, that's not you. That picture, it might be a picture of you, but that's not you. You see what I'm saying? How can you be on the ID? Think about it. You can't be on no fucking ID. That is only a representation. And then the corporate name that's on there, they trick your mind into thinking that you are that corporate name when you're not. And by them tricking you into thinking that, you believe that you are your name. So you be contracting with state agencies and you be signing over your rights. You give them jurisdiction over you because you believe you are the artificial entity when you are not. This is how you are trapped in the matrix due to your very own ignorance of law and who you are. Let me repeat. On the birth certificate, I believe it's the right hand corner, there's a circle with a series of red numbers in it. There's red numbers on the back of your social security card. Alright? These numbers belong to the stock market. These numbers are registered on your birth certificate. Your ass is registered on the motherfucking stock market. This is not a lie. This ain't some shit. It can't be debated because you can track your own ass down on the stock exchange. No bullshit. Do it for your motherfucking self. See with your own eyes. Listen, certificate. Just think about it. Birth certificate. You know what I mean? Numbers. Then they got corporate information on the back of them. You know what I mean? Then punishments, you know what I'm saying? And fines and stuff that would have happened. I think if the doctor don't sign the birth certificate or some shit like that. Anyways, you have to become aware of the law. If you remain ignorant of the law, everybody, majority of the people in the United States will end up with nothing but being ran by tyranny. You know what I'm saying? And that's the direction that it's headed if motherfuckers do not wake up and realize that they are not the artificial corporation that's on their birth certificate. And see, little do you know, when your mother, when she signed the birth certificate and gave it to the doctor to sign, your mother has no more jurisdiction of you. That's why she must raise you according to how the state wants you to be raised. Why you think motherfucking parents can't whoop their kids' ass no more? Because parents really don't have jurisdiction over their kids. Why? Because jurisdiction over their kids was signed over the motherfucking moment a birth certificate was created. So now the state tells your mother how they want the kids raised. So now the state controls what are you going to be taught in school. They have jurisdiction over that child's life. Why do you think motherfuckers is always talking about contract law in the rap game? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I was making a lot of money and shit, man, but I gotta learn this business side of the game, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna be right, you know what I'm saying, till I get my contract, till I get my papers right. You know what I mean? And that's some important shit. Get your motherfucking papers right. You know what I mean? Because they ain't gonna do it for you. And they feel like if you can walk around and be deceived and you don't study nothing, then you deserve what the fuck you get. And that's how they look at people. If you can be deceived, then that's what the fuck you get. Hey man, I'm not finna force you to read no law books. If you don't want to be no motherfucking free human being, then so be it. That's how they feel. And it's not in their best interest to wake your ass up. Because they have an agenda. They actually want to run the world. You know what I mean? Like I said, just think about it though. Due to contract law, this is no bullshit. I'm not making this up. This is some shit that was in existence before I was born. You know what I mean? This is some shit big wig people read out the govern us. Alright? And this is the law that run this shit. Everything is based on motherfucking business law if you think about it. And that's the Uniform Commercial Code. If the Uniform Commercial Code is the code for all business done on this planet, then best believe it's the code that runs the United States as well. You know what I mean? And they use that to get your parents to sign over, you know, jurisdiction to the motherfucking state. Yeah. No bullshit. Everybody whip out their birth certificate. Everybody whip out any document written by the state and look at your motherfucking name on there and tell me if it's in all capital letters. And then I want you to Google, what does that mean? What does all capital letters mean in the motherfucking world of contract law? Think about it. No, don't think about it. Go research real quick. What? Take about 2 minutes. I'm gonna shut the fuck up for 2 minutes, because that's all it should take for you motherfuckers to Google what it means to have your name in all capital letters in contract law. The topic is, friend, is you are really in the Matrix, and the Matrix is not just Hollywood bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But they can get you to think it's just Hollywood bullshit, and there's more shit that just put a veil over your eyes. You know what I mean? To make you think that, you know, just shrug it off, it's just entertainment, none of this shit is real. They actually fucking with you. Because they underestimating you so much that they can make movies and play with this shit right in front of your motherfucking face. That's blatant disrespect to a motherfucker's mind. You know what I mean? And if you got any common sense, if you got any motherfucking integrity, principles, morals, ethics, you know what I mean, you should feel disrespected. You know what I'm talking about? Because this is your life. You only get one. After that, your ass going in the ground. You don't know what the fuck happening after that. You can believe in heaven and all that, but you really don't know where the fuck you gonna go after this. You know what I'm saying? And being that you got one life to live, you don't know when it's gonna get snatched from you. You need to try to live your life as a free human being the way God intended you to live. All capital letters. You know what that means? You're a slave. Yeah. Don't believe me? Do the research. I'm not just talking shit. I did mine. I'm still doing it. You know what I mean? And the shit's so amazing, I gotta share it with y'all. And I hope y'all, you know what I'm saying, be inspired to want to know how to free yourself, how to use these things to our advantage. So far, because of contract law, alright? So far, because of contract law, when you were born, an artificial identity was created in all capital letters. Alright? And you've been called this name since you was born, so you grow up to think that that name is you. And it actually refers to you. You know what I mean? And it's very deceiving. Come on, think about it. The bigger the lie, the more believable it is. You know what I mean? And it's not you. You are not that corporate entity that is on that piece of paper. You are a living soul. You see what I'm saying? But when they have jurisdiction over you, they're saying that that name belongs to your body, and it doesn't, because it's an artificial identity. It's a corporation. That's why it has a stock exchange number. You're a living soul. That is a dead corporation. You know what I'm saying? And you could come up out of that shit. Contract law. And my video almost done, so yeah, viewers come and go. I don't do this for viewers, but just do the research. Fuck what I'm talking about. Just do the research. Cause a lot of you have kids. You know what I mean? And little do you know, when you brought these kids into the world and that birth certificate was created, you have signed over jurisdiction of your children to the state. And that's why you have to raise them according to state regulations. Because your children don't belong to you. Why? Because they belong to the corporation of the United States of America. Why? Because through contract law, the birth certificate, you signed over that jurisdiction. Yes, I am saying that. Yes, I am. And it's the truth. No one might be forcing you to, like, hey, shut the fuck up, sit down, go do this. You know, because we condition to think of slavery as what happened, you know what I'm saying, with black history. To work for a living is slavery. Because you're not here for that. You're not here to earn your keep. You are here to experience life as God intended. So what people need to do is reclaim their God-given rights. This is why they're pushing so much the atheist shit. Because the laws is supposed to be based on our God-given rights. See, but if they can trick your ass into believing in no God at all, how in the fuck is you gonna claim God-given rights in the first place? This is where the confusion comes in at. You know what I mean? How can a motherfucker... See, when a motherfucker don't believe in a creator and that they come from a creator, you will never be able to claim your God-given rights, which the law is supposed to be based on. You know what I mean? So they get you to think that you ain't from shit. You just a motherfucking biological, put together ass nigga. You know what I mean? You ain't connected to nothing in the universe. So they trick your ass into having the same perception of a motherfucking slave. So therefore, you will live your life as a motherfucking slave, someone that's in servitude, and you're gonna work for a living. That's slavery. That's servitude. Because that ain't what you're here for. Everything on this earth belongs to everybody. You see what I'm saying? But through deception, you will work for what already belongs to you. Well, I'm hearing that 5 zeros and that shit sounds all good. You know what I mean? I can understand how you feel. But nonetheless, in the world of law, if you haven't created a security agreement between you and your artificial corporation, or what they call a straw man, you